What's up, Amazon sellers? Do you want to skip the student debt trap and still go on to a high-paying six-figure job? Well, in this video, I'm going to show you how you can make six figures without a college degree, something which I've done as well. Stay tuned. Right, if you don't know who I am, my name is Thomas Parkinson, and I've been selling on Amazon now, doing online arbitrage for the last 5 years. In the UK, I'm a seven-figure Amazon seller, check this out, and in the USA, I'm a six-figure Amazon seller, check this out. We really just started there. Now, hopefully in the near future, I'm gonna be, should we say, expanding into another marketplace because business is going well. And if you're interested in learning how I'm doing it, what I'm learning, and obviously what I'm experiencing as well, make sure you hit the subscribe button down below. And also that's going to notify you when I release more videos about my journey on selling on Amazon, obviously growing my business. But hey, enough about me. What are we going to go through today? Well, first things first, number one, I'll give you a little bit of a backstory. Number two, I'll go through obviously what you came here to understand, how to actually make six figures without a college degree. And then finally, number three, I'll talk about my personal thoughts behind this as well. So let's get started. So first things first, a little bit of backstory. Well, look, many of us are taught, should we say, that going to college is really going to be the way to help us getting a high-paying job, find financial success in life. And I understand that as well, but this isn't the case for everyone. Let me share with you, before, should we say, I earned six figures in my Amazon business, and hence doing this, I was a bar manager, I did have a job, but I actually left my university degree in the third year. I was doing a 4-year electronic engineering, and I won't lie, I was failing, but university wasn't for me. I left, I went into bar management, and then I started my Amazon selling journey. And I won't lie, it's not been easy, but I think anything worthwhile in life isn't easy. It does take time, effort, and dedication. But what I will say is that now I'm earning six figures, and the fact that this is an opportunity and I can still continue to grow, hey, maybe even seven figures. The sky is the limit. That is what interests me. Now, you might be asking, what business model do I do to help me achieve six figures? And let's just be crystal clear here. When we're talking about six figures, we're not talking about six figures of revenue. We're talking about six figures in profits. And this is money that I can pay to myself, take out as a payment. And in the businesses, we're doing 3 million and $500,000 in the last 12 months. And out of that, making six figures in profits is quite simple, but it has taken time. So we're not talking about revenue, we're talking about cash profits, money in the bank that you can take out as well. Now, like I said earlier, I'm doing, should we say, online arbitrage. Now, this is whereby I'm buying products from online retailers, like Walmart, Asda, for example. And I'm buying those products, big name products like Lego, for example, with the intention of reselling them on Amazon for a profit. Buy low, resell high on the online marketplace. I love it. It's super simple. And that is all I do. We just do a lot of it. That's it. Now, let me tell you that I've been doing this for the last 5 years. In the UK, we've done £3 million in sales. And if I were to say, let's just say, for example, we're achieving just 5% profit on £3 million worth of sales, that is going to be 150,000 in net profits. And trust me, we make more than that. And there's lots of other little things as well. Like if you ever follow my journey, I do a lot on like cashback. I do a lot on air points as well. I've flown first class, and I do a lot of travel in addition to that, which we get not just pure cash, but in other ways the business helps us. Now, if you're interested in learning how to make that six figures, then what I will say is stay until the end, because I'm going to be sharing with you how I managed to do it without having a college degree. I think it is possible, not easy, but it is possible. And if you're willing to work hard, I think anyone can achieve it. There is nothing that I've done that no one else can do. That's what I'll definitely say. Quick question for you guys. There are lots and lots of videos on YouTube where it's about how you can make six figures. And I think the first thing is, before you even get into how to do it, is you've got to have the belief that you can do it. Like, it is possible. And I'm not saying it's like possible today or tomorrow, but like in 3, 5, 10 years time, you can get there. So I want to ask you the question, do you believe you can make six figures? Let me know in the comments down below, yes or no. And that's in actual profits that you can take home, not sales. Right, this leads me nicely on to my second chapter, and that is how to make six figures without a college degree. And this is obviously why you came here. Now, what I will say is that in this chapter, I'm going to share with you how my business model works, which is called online arbitrage. And I'll do a live screen share of, the manual sourcing process of like how we actually find those products low to resell high for a profit. If you are interested in learning more about this, I'll share some of the top YouTube channels that I look at as well that you can follow to understand more about this business model. And if you are interested in doing it, you can do as well. I'll also then share some top tips, and then also I'll run you through some numbers, so like the financials, so like what you need to do to achieve seven figures in revenue, which obviously would generally equate to, six figures in profit. So that'll kind of give you a good idea. So first things first, what I'm going to do is talk about the online arbitrage process, which is the business I'm running. Basically, basically the goal here is to find products low, buy low, and to resell them high on Amazon. Simple. To explain this further, what I'll do is I'll give you a quick overview now of the step-by-step process of doing the online arbitrage process. Let's kind of go through it now and explain how that works. Step 1, source products online at a low price from suppliers such as Walmart with the aim of listing them on Amazon. These are going to be things like Lego, for example. You're looking to buy them cheap from Walmart. Now, step 2, once you've got them listed on Amazon, if you say we found a product, we like it, and we create what's known as a listing, so we're able to sell it on the Amazon marketplace, we're then going to say, right, this is the product we want to sell. We're then going to buy those products from the supplier and ship them to either our house or, if you say, a prep center, like a third-party warehouse who manages logistics. Like, say, for example, I live in Mexico, so we ship it to a warehouse in the UK. Now, step 3, that warehouse, or me and my house, if I'm going to do it, or you're going to inspect those products, consolidate them, put them together, and then you're going to create an Amazon shipment, and you're going to get those products from your house or your prep center labeled, and then obviously create them and get them on their way shipping to Amazon's warehouses themselves. Now, step 4 is actually going to be getting the product shipped physically from your house warehouse to Amazon. Generally, you do that through the UPS, and Amazon have great rates to do it as well. Now, step 5, Amazon is going to receive your products in the box that you ship them in, and they're going to check them in. They're going to put them on their warehouse. It's going to go live on Amazon's website. So you can literally go to Amazon and see Lego. Oh, there's me. I'm selling that product right now. Then what you're going to do, step 6, the customer is going to buy your product. So the customer is going to come along, look for this product, see your one, click the buy button, and you are going to make the sale. Step 7, Amazon is going to get that product from that shelf in their warehouse. They're going to pick it up, they're going to pack it, and they're going to put the label on it and ship it to the customer. Step 8, you're then going to wait 14 days from that sale for Amazon to release the money back to you in your bank account, which is called your proceeds. And then finally, you've got your money back plus the profit. Now, what I will say is if you want to get detailed steps about the whole process, I'll drop a video up here called How to Make Money on Amazon FBA explained in 10 minutes. So it's a kind of bit more detailed process. I really talk about it. Check that out. I think you'll like it. Now, after understanding the process of online arbitrage, we talked about it there for one product. You might be asking the question like, yes, Tom, that's all very well and good, but if I'm going to buy Lego, say for example, for $10 and resell it and make $2 profit, I can't live off $2. Well, that's just one product. What you're thinking about now is buying maybe 10 of them, maybe 20, 30, maybe finding multiple products, maybe having 20 different products that you're buying 20 of them, and all of a sudden, if you're now buying that, each one of them is going to give you $2, $3 profit. That's going to add up. And for us, we're selling hundreds, if not thousands of products every single day to help us achieve that $1 million, £1 million mark. And hence, obviously getting 6 figures in profits. Now, you might be asking, this all sounds very well and good, but how do I actually find those products to resell? How do I find the buy low, resell high? And what we use is a process called manual sourcing. This is the process we use in my business and all my team use as well to find these products. So manual sourcing is basically a generic way of sourcing for products, wherein you go through to a supplier website and then you look at a product and then you find the products to resell on Amazon. For example, you go to Disney.com and then you're going to go through their offers and then you're going to manually check each product versus Amazon to see if it matches. And then also you're going to see if you can make profit and ROI, so cash profit and a good return on your investment, and it's actually going to sell when you're checking versus Amazon. And if it meets that criteria, generally speaking, you're probably going to buy the product, ship it into Amazon, get it sold, and obviously get the money back plus profit and repeat. That's it. Business is a simple process. That's how we make money. Now, to help you understand how this actually works and what do I mean is the sourcing side, what I'm going to do now is jump on the screen and I'll give you a walkthrough of just a really simple process of like an example of manual sourcing, looking for a product from a supplier and how we go through that process. So let's jump on the computer now and I'll give you that screen share. Right, okay, so here we are, we're going to do some manual sourcing now. So first things first, I've jumped into, should we say, Playmobil, like a supplier that we can do. So let's have a quick look down and have a quick look. So everyone likes offers, discounts, we want to buy stuff cheap, so offers are a great way to start. So here we go, 30% off all Western articles. I like that. Let's load that up and have a quick look. So cool, we've got lots of products. Generally what we want to do is we want to go through it one by one, like it is a manual process. So let's just take this first product here, Western Saloon, open that up. Make sure, number one, the price we're seeing is real when we get to checkout and make sure they've actually got the product in stock. So add it to cart and let's go view cart. And we're doing it in the UK, so we've got VAT here, but let's kind of add a couple of quantity in. So you can see here it's saying $24.49. You've got the 30% off, which is great. We just want to see the VAT, so you can see it down there. As you can see, the VAT is part of that price call. And let's jump here. 5 we've added in, fantastic. And we want to make sure, number one, the price on the discount is the actual real price at checkout. And number two, they've got it in stock. That looks good. And the shipping's obviously free there, so fantastic. Next thing, what we want to do is, now we know it's in stock and the price, let's go find this product in Amazon. So I'm going to do right mouse click, and I've got a little Chrome extension here, but really it just puts it into the search. It's kind of taken the product number, let's delete that out, and let's type in Playmobil here. So obviously what we can see is that it's going to get the right product. So let's have a quick look down, and it comes up with a lot of the Playmobil, and we've got the number, so I can't see it here. No. Okay, cool. So I don't think it's here. And I think what's good about that is the fact that like this isn't easy. It's a manual process. And if you're finding 1 or 2 deals per hour, that's going to be like a realistic thing. So let's exit that one and let's delete this out of the basket, and let's go find another one. And obviously I don't want to waste your time. So let's go to a product that I know obviously is actually going to be work. So we'll skip down quite a lot. And here's one obviously I found earlier. So we'll kind of scroll down. Here we go. Cowboys and cowgirls. So load that up. So here we go. 2 cowboys and cowgirls. Let's click add to cart. So click on that. So we're going to do that stock check again. So load it up, and let's come back to quantity, and then we'll just throw 9 in. Again, we're not looking to buy 9 right now, but what we are looking to say, we just want to make sure that we can buy enough. Because if we can only buy 1, you're wasting your time. So we've got free shipping on that, that's great. And the idea here is, also we can place multiple orders, like 9, then come back and buy another 9, and another 9, or create another account, for example. Again, doing that. So let's search this product now in Amazon. So load it up. So again, we need to just update this to header. So let's do that now. So refine that, delete this out, delete, cool. And then Playmobil in there, great, cool. And then we can have a quick look. So let's go have a little look down. So we've got this one at the top, cowboy, or 2 cowboys and cowgirl. So it looks like the same picture. And we can see just the Chrome extension we've got here. It's called DS Amazon Quick View, if you're interested. And it's got 11 sellers and sales rank on there. So 73,000, pretty happy with that. Let's have a quick look, and we can see straight away it's like $12.69. And remember, I think we're about £5 for our product. So I've got 2 Chrome extensions loaded. One is FBA multi-tool in the middle, and on the right is Seller AMP or SAS on the right. And these are calculator tools that just help do deal analysis faster. So first of all, let's check this product is actually the same product. So picture, you're looking at those pictures. Yeah, I think they look pretty much the same. So let's have a look at FBA multi-tool. The calculator is going to help us do analysis to make things faster. $12.69, we're able to sell it. It's not dangerous, so we can ship it to Amazon's warehouses. And it's selling about 0 to 30 units per month. So obviously it is selling, that's good. And we use something called Keeper, which can get quite complex, but really it's a graph of what's happened over time. It's saying it's got 8 drops. So yeah, I can kind of see it's about 8 sales per month, kind of similar to what FBA Multitool was saying. It's not the fastest, but it is selling, so that's okay. Should we say it's got quite a few number of sellers, so competition. That's 25 down the bottom, that blue line. And the buy box, which is what's known as the price that it's selling at, we can see that kind of change over time. So don't worry too much. It does get quite technical, but we're just trying to do an analysis because we want to make sure we're getting profit. So let's put in our buy price now, and then click calculate profit. Let's come down and have a quick look. Now for this product right now, it's saying 81 pence and an ROI of 14%. Not brilliant, not huge, but it kind of gives you an idea that it does make money, but this isn't maybe as easy as you think. Now, for us, obviously you have that, but what we can do is we can see that, but what we can now do is stack that with maybe like a voucher code, or maybe like use a cashback credit card, or maybe even like cashback sites. That's going to really help out. So we can bring that buy price down even lower. Now that's a little bit about manual sourcing. And what I will say is, manual sourcing is one of the techniques that you can do when sourcing products online. And if you want to learn more about different sourcing methodologies, I'll drop a playlist up above called Sourcing 101. Check that out. Now, what I will say is obviously we looked at only 2 products then. One didn't even meet any criteria, what we couldn't find the product. And then the other one was profitable, but it wasn't that much. We're generally looking at about a £3 profit, 30% ROI per product, about 5 sales per month. That's what we're looking at as a good guide. So what I will say is by now, hopefully you understand that the online arbitrage process isn't easy, but you can find products online to resell on Amazon for a profit. Now what I want to do is just kind of go through some top YouTube channels that are going to help you start learning about Amazon UK and Amazon USA to get selling. So first things first, number 1, I'd really say check out Life Success Engineer. This is managed by a good friend of mine called Kev Blackburn, who used to be an electrical engineer. He did have a college degree, and now he quit his job and now he does done over £3 million in sales on Amazon. Absolutely incredible. Now, the second YouTube channel I'd say have a look at as well is called Never Mind the Buy Box. Now, this is basically a weekly talk around everything Amazon related, so tips and tricks. And I quite like this because it's interactive. So if you've got questions, you can ask and they're going to help you out. So this is hosted by Natalie Cromie, who is a fantastic seller. She knows what she's doing. So do check that out. I do really like that. So check that out as well. Now, moving on to the USA side, what do I really recommend there? Well, Full-Time FBA. This is created by a guy called Stephen Sutherman, I think it is, and his wife, Rebecca. And these guys have been selling since 2011, and they know their stuff. They do a lot of online arbitrage and they do lots of detailed videos. Do check them out. I think they're good. Now, the second one I recommend you check out is another friend of mine called Reezy Resells. You know, this guy has been doing online arbitrage. He's done over 5 million in online sales and has, I think, about 250,000 YouTube followers. So he definitely does a lot of valuable content. And I think check him out. Like, he shares his information, not just doing the arbitrage like I talk about in regards to say, like toys or online. He also does like sneaker flipping, selling books through Amazon. He talks about lots of different other models and even like eBay as well, if you're interested in that. So really quite interesting. He talks about living life on your own terms, which I really love as well. Man after my own heart. That's a little bit about, some of my top YouTube channels. If you are interested in learning more about the model, there's some people to follow, some more resources. So if you're interested to know more, then do check out the video I created up here, 5 top YouTube channels for the USA that are going to help you out for FBA sellers. I think that'll be helpful as well. Now, hopefully finally by now, you should kind of have a bit of an understanding of how the online arbitrage business model works. And obviously if you're still watching now, you're going to understand if this is going to be a model that you're interested in looking into. And this, you can grow. So check out these YouTube channels, and these people have grown this to high six, 7-figure businesses, and like myself as well. Now, what I want to do now is go into share some tips for you about running the numbers in regards to a 7-figure a year business, which is going to help you out. Now, if you've been following my journey, back in 2020, I realized that if you do what you've always done, you get what you've always got. Now, with that being said and that in mind, I thought I want to change what I've got, and I made a plan to hit £1 million in sales over an 18-month period. Now, you might be thinking, how did I think about that? Well, hypothetically, how did I do it? Well, hypothetically, if we just divide that 1 million, let's talk about over 12 months, because that's a nice period that we want to do it. And actually, that's what I achieved, by the way. Well, we took the 1 million, we divided by 12, and we arrived at, I needed to make sales of 83,333 per month. So roughly, let's call it £100,000 in sales every month for a 12-month period. Now, that would be, that will kind of affect for us if we had a bad month, maybe a bit too low, then the good months will counter it out. So aim for 1,000, it doesn't really matter. Now, the one thing I will say is, generally speaking, in the Amazon business model, we're buying a product for $10, selling it for 20, or £10 selling it for 20. So if we're looking to make 100,000 in sales per month, well, what are we looking to do then? Well, we want to be buying £50,000 worth of stock every month to flip it into 100,000 in the following month, for example. Now, quite simply, if you break that down, you're going to need £500,000 worth of stock. That sounds like a lot of stock, but let's just be clear. You don't buy all the stock in month 1. You do actually buy the stock. Month 1, 50,000, and then month 2, month 3, you sell it and you get it back and you repeat. So you only really need like 3 months worth of stock, 100 to 150,000. Now, I say only because that's still a lot of cash, but as you go through this business model, you start getting access to credit, loans, debt that you can use. You can make money from other people's money as long as you're managing that credit well. Now, I can be here all day talking about the mathematics behind and the £1 million challenge and what happened, but you know what? I made a whole video about this, and it's got a downloadable sheet as well that you can use to see what I did and plan out your goal as well. So I'll check that video, or I'll put the video up here to my £1 million challenge. Check that out if you want to see the numbers, and maybe change the numbers, maybe not 1 million, maybe call it 100,000 for you if you are looking at getting started, and what you need to get started in that business and how much capital you want. Now, what I'll do now is I'll share some of my tips in regards to running a 7-figure a year business based on what I've learned from doing my £1 million challenge, and obviously now growing to 3 million. So number one, first things first, plan ahead. Now, what I'll say is it's easy to set a target. 1 million, easy. But what I will say is that the preparations and work you need to achieve their target must be planned ahead of time, because if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. That's the old saying. Now, these are things like, should we say, operational requirements, i.e. hiring VAs at the right times to make sure you've got the right team in place to achieve your goals, and also though, having cash available people to obviously buy the stock that the VAs are finding. Now, the second one I'll say is record your progress. Why? Most successful businesses, or all successful businesses, are going to keep detailed records because they're understanding what's, where your business is standing financially, and also the challenges and what's the problems coming up. But also, well, they understand what's really working, so they can focus down on that. They can double down on what's working. So by knowing your business processes and knowing where your business is at through the progress, you can give you time to create strategies on what's working and also move away from what's not, and obviously help scaling your business. Something super, super important. Right, today I'm talking about, should we say, 6 figures in profits, cash, take home without a degree. It's something that I've got, I've achieved. And don't get me wrong, it's been hard. I'm not saying you're going to do this in a week, even a year. It's taken 5 years of hard work to get here, but it all starts with the first few days. And if this is something you're interested in looking at, maybe this business model you want to get started in selling on Amazon, we've got a free 7-day course, which is a collection of my videos, some private, some on the YouTube channel, which is going to really help you just to understand and get this first couple of products and make the first couple of sales. If you are interested in learning more and you want to understand how this business model works in a really quick, easy 7-day guide, then do check out my free 7-day express course. I'll drop a link down below. I think you're going to love it. It's just going to help you understand maybe this is the right business for you. And if you come out of those 7 days and you're like, I like this, I understand the way it works, and it works for me and I understand it, which is what happened to me, then obviously you can go on and scale that business to 6, 7, even 8 figures. And I know people doing that as well. Check it out down below, FastTrackFBA Express course. Right, this leads me nicely on to my third chapter, which is really like my personal thoughts behind selling on Amazon. And obviously, if you're thinking about doing this. So first things first, number one, selling on Amazon is not easy. Let's just talk about my US business, because I think that's a bit easier to understand. In the first 12 months, we've done $500,000. And I won't lie, I probably do about an hour, 2 hours a week on it. I have a team of 5 VAs, but I have a lot of experience. And still, it's taken a very long time to get there. It's taken a lot of cash, a lot of effort, and also as well, there's been problems like IP complaints, admin that we've got to deal with, a different marketplace, tax laws in the US. These things have taken time. So it is a big learning curve. But the one thing which I'll say is, let's say, for example, this year we walk away with, I don't know, call it $20,000 in profit. It was a very low margin. But even that, so 1 year ago, I was earning $0 from this business. Next year, or this year, I'll earn $20,000 in profit, and we're doing $500,000. So let's say, for example, we do $1 million, I make, I don't know, 50,000 profit, 5%. We'll make way more than that. But the idea is that the amount of money I'm going to take home, year 1 is small, like tiny, like you couldn't live off it. Year 2, okay, now it's all right. But the next year it's going to keep growing, and then we can probably take home 100,000, maybe 150,000. The next year we could take home 300,000. It's going to keep growing. Now, I don't really know any other opportunity whereby if I keep working hard, I can keep doubling the amount of money I can take. Not only that, I can build teams, and actually, if you ever follow my journey, I can have a lot nicer lifestyle whilst the team and a lot are doing the work. So that does take effort, it does take time, but you're building something which will compound over time, and I really, really like that. Now, the second thing I'll really talk about, it does take money to make money. There are a lot of business models out there that you can choose, but generally speaking, trade business models, i.e. like reselling, you are buying goods and you're reselling them. So you're making a percentage margin on every product you're selling. And the net result is that you need to have cash already to sell it. Now, a lot of people who start this game, or should I say this business, they'll have probably like maybe $1,000, $2,000. They'll test the model, and then they will go through to getting credit cards, leveraging other people's money. In my business, for example, we are taking loans out. I talk about it in my journey. In the UK, I think that the most recent one was about £218,000. But what are we doing? We're making 10% profit off someone else's money like every month. Wow. Like, yes, the loan has debt, that's a cost, but we're making far more profit from that money by flipping it than the cost of the debt. So the net result is we make cash profits, and hence you can make 6 figures profit here. Now, for me, and I've recently just done some really good conversations with a couple of friends of mine, the UK, the US, if I had to kind of give you a kind of where would I start, I would probably start in USA. I just see higher margins, easier. I think it's a good opportunity. And if I started again today, call it a couple of thousand, call it like 5,000 to starting, I'd probably start in the US. That'd be where I go, just because of the higher margins and the bigger marketplace. The UK is great, but the US I think is better. Now, the one thing I will say is if you are interested in starting in the USA, I created a course. It's a small one, and do check out the video up here, which will just kind of give you an introduction to what that course is about, and that's creating an LLC, so that is helpful. But I think, look, in summary, my personal opinion behind it is making 6 figures of anything is not easy. As much as the YouTube video said it is, but it takes hard work and it takes time. But even if you're going to work 10 years, for example, to make 6 figures, like that's still incredible. Like, there is very few jobs that even in your first 10 years of employment, you are ever going to get to 6 figures, if ever. But running a business for 10 years, you could probably make 6 figures. I think that's very viable. We've done it in 5 quite simply, and we'll definitely continue to grow. But let's be clear, we're not talking about hitting 6 figures and that's it done. We're going to continue growing. And then what the other one is, you're also building an underlying asset. So that business has value as well. So I think that's a really important point. Don't look at this in regards to year 1, year 2, year 3, year 5. Look at this like in the next 10 years. Where do I want to be? What's the long-term goal? Warren Buffett talks about it as like patience. That's the most important thing. So really just have patience. Oh my God, you've got a long life. Plan, dedicate, fix onto it, and it's going to help you. And my God, the skills you'll learn in building a business, you can apply to other businesses like I have. Now I run 3 and hopefully 4 by the end of the year. So that's my thoughts. Do I think anyone can do it? Yes, of course. There is nothing that I've done that no one else can't. Do I think everyone will do it? No. There is a big difference between can do it and will do it. And I think for you, if you feel dedicated and motivated to do it, you definitely can. I'd say check out that free express course. Now, what I will say is after, understanding how to make 6 figures of a profit without, a college degree like what I've done, you might want to learn about, getting started. And we talked about the express course, but hey, maybe you just want to get started right now. Do check out my playlist called Amazon Arbitrage for Beginners. These are all the different sourcing techniques we use. Today we did the manual sourcing. There are lots more and find you more deals. Check out that playlist, it's going to really help you. But hey, hopefully you've enjoyed the video. If you have, give me a big thumbs up. And hey, do make sure you hit the subscribe button down below to be notified of more videos when I create them. But for myself, Thomas Parkinson and FastTrackFBA, thank you so much.